Okay, let's start. Hi, welcome to the working group meeting of the Foundation Infrastructure Working Group. Today, Ruben is out, that's why I will be moderating the meeting. So we don't have anything special on the agenda, and I will jump to the project board so that we can go over the issues we have for open PRs. Does anyone have anything to discuss before we go through the project board?
No, yeah, we released the stem cell with the OpenSSL fix and the RSS log fix. But that was it basically.
I would have one question for the Azure CPI, but that can wait until the end.
Okay. Good. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Okay, let's look into the one here created by Ramon.
Yeah, it still needs to be reviewed by someone else. I don't know if Joseph or Aram are still.
Yes. Okay, I will move it to the pending review. We have one review, but yeah, let's wait for the second. Seems to fix some really important issue.
Yes. Well, once we have this in, we can fix the pipelines and fix the CPI packages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I moved it to pending review. This one was staying.
There was some activity yesterday on it.
Mm-hmm. Are your questions or remarks answered? I see here one which is not yet. So you didn't have time to look through it all.
Yeah, this is already like for more than a month ago, 2 months ago. Oh, 8th of July, so it's even longer.
So 2 days ago, there have been some commits here.
Yeah, he did a whole new. I think he did most of the fix, but I don't know. I've not been through this. I'm also not a reviewer.
Okay, I will then request. Sorry. So a review from your side. Just.
Okay, I will then review it again.
Okay, waiting for changes. I will put pending review. Most probably days. 14 days, 7 days ago. There is the done.
Yeah, he squashed the commits.
Yeah, so it's ready for review. It's okay. That's fine. Okay, let's look into the next one. Okay, this is about the update for OpenStack updating the OpenStack CPI. We have one one review. We need to wait until we have the next one.
Let me look. OpenStack CPI. I will add myself.
Okay, if you like.
We watched that already. This is Roman's fix for about the package
Yeah,
policy.
it moved to the pending reviews.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's look into the new ones. Ephemeral OS disk. So this is bringing the option to configure OS local disks for the Azure CPI. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any comments? It looks like Matthias, you wanted to say something.
Happy Toby called me today. They are currently testing it on the dev landscape, but
it's
really
ready for review. I see.
Yes, I think it's ready for review. Bejan.
Okay, I don't think that.
I merged the OpenStack thing.
you can configure it just exactly, and
Yeah.
then you can remove it.
I can remove from here. I was switching to remove. Let me try again because Benjamin, I don't think he is going to review. I just add Rodani. Don't know. Yeah, he was also commenting on this. Very fine. And we need to move it to the pending review. Okay, this change is to make possible changes the CI to work on the master branch instead of the developer.
Yeah, only his latest things are failing, so he needs to fix that first. Or is that why this is fixed? The goal, this is fixing why the sum checks were not successful.
I mean the checks here are failing. They need to be addressed first.
Yeah, yeah, but I think it's addressed by fixing this. I think,
yeah, most
I think
probably.
I think this fix addresses the fix why the sum checks were not successful.
Yeah. I can ask this, put some reviews in. I'll update this when I have an answer from Carson. Yeah, this is yeah, let's try to add some reviewers. In case we get someone without vSphere knowledge. Okay. No, right. I'll just add maybe. Okay. Yeah, I see here a nice PR to improve performance.
Yeah, actually that is only, oh no, Jamie did that on our house internal Azure CPI fork long weeks ago, and he was asked to provide a PR for that, but didn't because he was on vacation and so on. And then after some while, I simply took care. That's all.
Yeah.
And it needs to be reviewed. So Jamie did the review already, but maybe another colleague should have a look.
Yeah. Benjamin is still ready. I think I need to take him out from the. Yeah, let's.
Konstantin already back on Bosch, or is he still on the other project?
I'm not sure about. That's why I was thinking whether I should need to add someone else.
Yeah, we will see. He will remove himself anyways if he's not there.
Yes, we can. But he worked at least on the API removal V1, maybe because it was started by him. I'm not sure. It's OpenStack CPI to be able to configure OpenStack by project ID, not only by name. Okay. Oh, looks fine.
Let the bots handle it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, these are the admins I think you selected. So.
Oh, I selected the admins. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay, let's try again. Approve us.
Okay.
Ah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Inbox. I think no. This one, I'm not sure. There was some discussion.
Yeah, I was looking at it. For me, it's just okay.
Maybe
It's not that we only adding. We're only changing the module from RHEL to OpenSSL. So the OpenSSL RSS log, even the RSS log community itself says you need to use it. So I don't see an issue why this would be a problem.
Okay, who else has stem cell? I think not everyone has so deep stem cell understanding.
Doesn't matter, Long or Brian, Cunny, or
on it. Okay, we have all. Now save the goal. I'll check it when and I will update it when I have an answer here. And regarding open issues, when was the last meeting? 27th of October. Pavel not documented in Pavel.
Yeah, there is still no owner of BBL, so I don't know.
But we can ask maybe for contributions here. I think that is contributing
He's a pivotal
to
dude.
UA CredHub. Oh, identity symbol.
There is no difference between down or destroy. But okay.
Yeah.
Down and destroy are the same thing.
Maybe down was deprecated and destroys the new one, or is there something? I'm not.
I don't think that it's deprecated or anything. It's just they changed the naming. And both are valid. Only down is now not in there, but you can still use down for backwards compatibility. That's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
So you can basically say the down and destroy command are the same. We favor destroy now instead of down,
And
because
that's
down because it makes more sense, you know. If you take BBL down, you think, oh, I'm just spinning down the VMs, but you're actually destroying everything. So BBL destroy makes way more sense. The naming.
Yeah. Okay. I'll close them with comment.
Yep.
I think that doesn't matter to other. Doesn't make sense to. Okay.
Yeah, there was something from last week already. If just someone wants to pick it up, I'm not inclined to pick this up.
This is VCF for the board program.
It's basically for
Interesting. Yeah.
because it is not how vSphere stores its images. It might be a bit more difficult for them to remove ghost or stale themselves, but yeah, someone needs to look into it if they want. But I don't have any vSphere to test against anyway, so
Mhm. Yeah, okay, I will leave this to Ruben to decide whether he wants to. So
or
yeah,
Maya, she already responded.
yeah, but it's somehow I haven't looked at this first. Got to see what options there are. Maybe I can put this. Um, okay. Yeah, I can put this discussion. Let's see. Okay, here is a PR already. We walked into this pending review. Yeah. And certificate locating the instance. So there is the discussion ongoing as yeah, why this also pending review discussion. So we looked into this one, so I think we are done with the open PRs and issues. So is there anything else?
Yeah, two things. Both more questions. I don't know. First of all, we are trying to upgrade from local blob store to S3. And last time we failed without a good option to roll back. So from the S3 blob store to a local blob store on Bosch again. And this is something we want to have in place now. And therefore, it would make sense for us to implement into the AWS CPI something like a download all files, all blobs contained in a bucket, right? Currently, you can only get a single bucket, but we require all. And now the question is it a problem if we implement that into the AWS CPI? Just this question.
If it doesn't break anything, so it's only an added feature, I would not foresee any issues why we should not implement it. The only problem is Doge.
Is it the AWS CPI or the S3 CLI? We want to do it?
Oh, sorry, it's the S3 CLI. I'm sorry, Anj, you're right.
And
but same here, right? If we don't break it, we can go with it.
But
yeah, so basically we don't break it, but does Bosch already have the, do you need to adjust also code in the Bosch CLI or?
Yeah, this was
yeah.
Because the S3 CLI is used by Bosch, how do you plan to use the addition.
Even the direct because the CPI is only being by the director only sends stuff to the CPI, so the Bosch CLI should contact to the director.
Yeah.
The director should know what it does, and then it also needs to. So it's it's not easy just like, oh yeah, we just do it in AWS CPI.
Yeah.
Someone needs to interact with something. But if it's just an extra feature, but basically, do we already have like we now have the ability to download single blobs or?
Okay. So means we. Okay. Yeah. So sounds like we better do the migration outside anyhow.
Download.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we anyhow have this feature, like we can download single blobs if we provide the blob ID. One thing which we were planning that we could get this list of blobs somewhere else and then iteratively download these blobs using the S3 CLI within the Bosch VM. This was one option. The other option is to extend the S3 CLI to support a functionality already offered by AWS CLI to download the entire bucket.
So if it makes it easier for like for backup purposes or whatever, normally blobs backups. Didn't we do that via the BBR stuff, where it downloads all the blobs? Didn't we do something like that?
The BBR. I
The Bosch
think.
director. I think there was something like that. It could download also all blobs.
I'm not sure. I think we looked into this and there was some. But it looks to me. So having this in the Bosch somehow requires a lot of changes in all the CPIs, which.
So the backup restore stuff has like BBR backup for the whole blob store stuff, for the whole blob store. But it seems that is.
I
like
think it
local blob store.
Yes, it was. The issue was it is working with a local blob store. Yes, it's
so
not
So if we are making this. Because then I think it would be, but then it's going to be a bigger feature, right?
Yeah.
Because if you also already make it possible that you can download the blobs from the AWS CPI, maybe later Google or Azure or whatever. Once you have the implementation, it's probably easy to copy paste. And then from within the Bosch CLI, we would be able to download all the blob stores. Then we can basically also implement it within BBR and etc.
Yeah, it fits
but
better
that
into
sounds to be
BBR.
bigger. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so if you're going to do this, then it's you need the director needs to be aware of it because it needs to send to the CPI. You basically need to make a new contract between the director and the CPI, and then the CLI needs to know about it.
Yeah.
And I think if it's only for your use case.
Yeah.
But it is cool to do. It's a fun project.
Then another tiny question. I would like to assign myself to issue 672, but can't.
From Bosch? Which?
This is the top of waiting for change.
In Bosch or
which repository?
Just in that overview, it's repository is what is it actually about?
I think it's the Azure CPI.
Exactly, it's the Azure storage CLI integration.
You mean the OS Voco, this one?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
no, no.
support everything. Yes.
No. If you go back into the board,
Okay.
or here just use 672.
I added you.
And now top of waiting for change. So
Yeah,
max issues.
I added you already.
Okay, thank you. Because I can't. I tried to, but okay,
and
thank
then,
you.
Yeah, great. This is
Good.
So we walked a little bit into this. It looks like the cloud controller has is using an S3 Azure Storage, Blob Storage CLI implemented in Ruby. But yeah, I think Matthias, you've been also into that meeting where we walked shortly into this.
Are you sure
Bingo.
that I was in that
Yes.
meeting?
I saw a lot of question marks on it.
So-
Yeah, I think so, but it was a private. It is a private repository.
Okay, could be.
by
So what I know
Sam.
is the S3 CLI implementation, and there was already from 2018 a PR, and I linked that to the issue as well. So and having both in place, we just started Sanj and me to implement a Azure storage CLI.
cool.
In Go.
In Go, yes, and therefore we are quite slow.
Hey, while you're at it, we need Azure needs to migrate to the new to the new dependencies, to the new
So,
libraries, Azure libraries.
Looks like the cloud controller is using this here. Maybe you can also look into that when you implement.
Then can you just link it to the issue?
Yeah, I will.
That would be fine. Yeah, cool. But it doesn't look like rocket science, so
Why I have it?
yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, then
Maybe another
oh.
question,
Mhm.
short question. We already using tags for deployments in the manifest and for the runtime configs, but currently there is no possibility to define tags for the jobs, right? So you can only define tags for the complete deployment. Is there a technical reason for that, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure. So we need to look into this. I'm not sure why we don't have the option to define on job level.
Okay, then
So
I will have a look, but yeah.
if then open an issue so that we can discuss this, or
Yeah.
we can discuss in the Slack channel.
Mhm.
But I don't know about any reason why we don't have it on job level.
Okay.
Good. Okay, then thank you for your time and have a nice day, evening.
You too.
Okay, thank you.
you.
See you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.